There it is, looks very, very simple now when it's got everything stripped off it. Doesn't weigh that much. I will wait later on. I'm just going to give it a light coat of paint now so it doesn't get rusty or anything, because it's going to get banged around and whatnot when I'm fitting all this stuff on, and then maybe at some point in the future when the whole bike's done I will strip it all down for powder. But for now, yeah, just chuck some paint on it, make sure it doesn't rust. Perfect, that. There it is then, all complete now. Just went with it to keep it simple as possible. Went with steel to give it that strength and rigidity without having to worry about it twisting up. So you have 10mm axle holders there, and we went with 50 by 25 RHS tube, and then just a round tube on top. It's like 1mm or something, but that was just sort of tie it in, give me something for the shock to go on, and tie in these little weld areas. And then we have some 3mm plate going across, which then the controller bolts in, which is about 15mm thick aluminium plate. So that alone adds to the rigidity of the frame. Yeah, this won't be going anywhere. It's a straight line bike, so it's not going to be going around any corners where it's going to be kind of getting waffling around. But I do believe it will be good for that either way, because it is definitely as strong as the aluminium ones I've made for the surron in the past. Stronger, I'd probably go as far to say. So there you have it. Pretty tidy and immaculate little swing arm. Full length of that swing arm is 770. If you go from eye to eye, it gives you a 720 length from your pivot point to the rear center of the hub. So that's it. I put it back on, get back to mopping it up so I can start making the guards and the shrouds and everything for this bike and mount the cooler. That's it, looking sad and sorry for itself there. But that's where the cooler's going to go, for everybody who was complaining, saying that I should have put something there and here and whatever. Like, just shut your mouth, think before you open it. But yeah, that's it. There it is, painted and complete the swing arm now. Now that that part is complete, I will move on to, well, I think I'm going to have to make a subframe, because that one now is just too high. It needs to be somewhere down here really, with the bike being lower and everything else that I've changed the angle. It's just not going to work out like that. So yeah, I'll have to make up a new subby. So I'll probably move on to the subframe next, and then after the subframe, drop the battery in, and then I'm going to mount up the cooler and make some kind of fairing that comes around it, and a guard that comes underneath to protect the battery and sit the battery in. And then after that, I'm going to have to tackle making the Grom front end fit somehow, which will be fun. But this is it, that is the swing arm in there. So I've got your torque arms, and now I tapped into that because I don't like putting nuts on the back. That's 10mm plate as it is, 5mm there, and it's really tight. I've got to tap it on. That's how the tolerances are that fine I've made it. So it's, yeah, that's not going to split, it's not going to move, it's not going to do nothing. Yeah, cable management all nice and tight, all neatly tucked away, comes up beautifully like that at the top. Obviously I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with all this mess. Once I've got the ones I'll need, the rest will be getting chopped off and capped and hidden away. But yeah, that's it. It's came together beautifully. I haven't bolted the controller in yet, but I will be, because for now anything that I've got to do, the swing arm is done. at last. So yeah, that's it. Pretty friggin' mint. It was 5.6 kilograms, the full weight of the swing arm without anything on it, just the bare metal. So that's not too bad for a pretty decent sized swing arm. Yeah, everybody wanted to know about the battery, so here it is. 96 volt, 56 Ah, 537.6 watt hours, sorry, 5,376 watt hours, 350 amp continuous, and there's a 55 kilowatt peak battery. So don't know what that is, but yeah, anyway, there you go. It's 109 volt, so it's full charge. So yeah, that's it. Should be hectic. I'll probably also chuck in 72 volt battery, see what it's like with a lighter battery in it at 72 volts, and I'll probably chuck in a 84 volt battery and see what it's like with that as well. Obviously they might go faster on the 0 to whatever times, but then that one will be the one that will get me what I want to do, which is cracking over 100 miles an hour and possibly 130. So yeah, that's it. Beautifully all aligned perfectly. Absolute mint.